Okay, continuing with chemical reactions, this is section 2.4, part 2. So part 1, we looked at synthesis reactions. Now we're going to look at decomposition reactions. Decomposition reactions are the exact opposite of synthesis reactions. So a compound breaks down into two or more products, and those products are often elements. It can be a sort of smaller compound. It's not uncommon, but they're often elements that we're looking at. So our synthesis reaction was A plus B gives us AB, and this is AB breaking down into A plus B. Once again, A and B representing elements. Okay, this one we're showing BC going to B plus C, and just so that, I don't know, it's maybe slightly less confusing than using exactly the same letters, but one thing breaking down into its component parts. Okay, same thing, ionic, metal plus non-metal. Okay, so ionic compounds can decompose to produce elements. So sodium chloride, we looked at the synthesis of it before. Now we're looking at the decomposition of it. It can be broken down into sodium metal and chlorine gas. If you melt the salt at 800 degrees Celsius and then you run electricity through it. So a little bit more extreme than just dropping a piece of sodium metal into a jar full of, or a flask full of chlorine gas, but still can happen. So sodium chloride, NaCl, being broken down into two parts of sodium and one part of chlorine gas. Okay, decomposition of covalent, once again, we're looking at two nonmetals. Okay, so they can decompose into elements. They might decompose into elements into diatoms, so diatomic pairings. So that's our Hooper-Finkel again. So if you run electricity through water, the water molecules decompose into hydrogen and oxygen gases. So up here, this is our H2, and over on this side is our O2. Okay, and there's twice as much hydrogen produced as oxygen. So 2 parts of water are broken down into 2 parts of hydrogen and 1 part of oxygen gas. And that's actually how we know the formula for it. Okay, so our decomposition analogy is that couple who was so happy together, couldn't be separated, break up. Okay, so we end up with perhaps no longer in speaking terms, they're no longer going to be seen together in public. Okay, and once again, some practice to do, and once again, the answers we posted on Teams.